Hello everyone, and welcome to another game of World of Warships. Today it's one of my replays again, and I'm in the Minotaur. And now I've recently showed you one of my Minotaur battles, but this happened yesterday on stream, and it was just, I think, a great battle. Well, I think it makes for a great video. So anyway, I'm on the map Greece in the 4-point domination game. It's obviously a tier 10 battle, but there is no carrier. There is just one raider. So we will see how this goes. Now I've deployed my smoke screen here and I'm starting the pew-pew. Now basically I also had my hydro running because, you know, sometimes people wanna torpedo through this gap and better save, I guess. I mean, it's not like the enemy has that many long-range torpedoes. Well, they have a Yoshino, I suppose. And, well, I'm currently shooting the Yoshino, so there is that. Now, we've already found the enemy raider, and he's not getting closer, so I should be safe for now. Interestingly enough, our team has given up the B cap for free. I would have liked if somebody had just stalled it and sailed in there. But, you know, we have a large force here at the D side. Maybe they are going to push, maybe not. I mean, currently, both teams have the same amount of cap, so no reason to panic or anything. But now, this all seems rather okay. So some torps going for the Iowa there. And well, I just keep shooting him. I mean, he's lovingly showing broadside. I guess he just really wants to eat a lot of damage. I mean, as a Minotaur, you are pretty strong against people showing broadside, and you're pretty useless against people who probably angle. More or less, I mean, depends on who's involved, but only having armor piercing can obviously be a pretty big downside. And unfortunately, the Iowa starts to angle right now. They'll have about 20 seconds of smoke left. And RPF just switched here behind me. Yep, somebody else noticed my division, my D-files. And this means that we are most likely getting flanked by a destroyer. Probably a destroyer that came from B. Well, it switched again, so I guess he's further away than 8 kilometers. Now what I need to do is I need to go forward here, and there is the daring. Basically my smoke's going to disappear, this destroyer is going to detect me, and I need this island to protect me from, well, the enemy team, because otherwise I'd probably get devastated. Now the daring is dropping a smoke screen here. We technically have Viper here with his radar. That may or may not be ready right now. And I think he should be in range. Well, I mean, he's pretty much where I am right now when we look at the 10 kilometers. Like, we have 10 kilometer torpedo range, right? So we can see the 10 kilometer circle on the minimap. And the gearing should be in it. And Viper is basically next to me, right? So he's using radar right now, but unfortunately it looks like the daring has, well, escaped. Although we can see the Kitakaze. I'm not sure if anyone has shots at that. Also, I mean, the tier bit was, and there is the daring again. So C-Files is making a mistake here. He's like, you can't push daring inside her smoke like that. And you can't win a gunfight against the daring in the Shimakaze. Although, I mean, the C-Files here has quite a bit of support, but don't underestimate daring's guns. They are quite scary. Ideally, what he should have done is he should have waited for the smoke to disperse. The daring smoke doesn't last that long, and then try to leverage his better concealment. Get some spotting in, ideally with a smoke screen ready, so if it gets too hot he can just disappear. Keep in mind, if the daring fires, he doesn't have a smoke screen ready, we are going to detect him anyway, so if you can bait like a destroyer firing at you in your destroyer and then just pop smoke screen with other people getting the spotting in, it can also be a very powerful thing. Unfortunately, the daring seems to be escaping for now. I've got, well, oh, he's going to get good. He's going to go down. So I got some bounces there, not too much damage. I mean, Minotaur at longer ranges is obviously not the most ideal thing, especially shooting a small target like a destroyer. Your shells just take way too long to arrive. But anyway, so the daring is down, and now we'll have to see what we can do on this side here. Now I need to get in a position where I can shoot again. I do have a smoke screen ready. The Riga though is currently an unknown. Now ideally we want to get the A camp back, and our force has taken B, so very nicely done by them. Now they just probably are in a, like, if we can take A here, then we were in a very good position. We just have to basically hold the caps then and not get too aggressive. I mean, there are basically two blobs facing off here on the other side. So, I wanna help the Yoshino if I can. I kind of wanna go into this camp, but the Riga is still an unknown. If I just sail into this camp and try to smoke up and then I get raided, then I'll probably just get devastated by the IO or something like that. So I'm going to need a way to get shots off at something. Well, I can shoot the Kita cars a little bit. It's definitely going to be helpful. And the Riga, well, on the bright side, I now know where the radar is. On the less bright side, it's not a good spot for me. So I somehow need to figure out how to do this. I could try to turn around, maybe go a bit north here and then smoke and see if I can get shots at the Yoshino the Aiwa, but we don't really have anyone here to provide us with spotting. And now I'm getting well, I'm hydroing the Yoshino, he's hydroing me back. So we are having a hydro party here. Now I kind of would love to top those, I mean, now we have to wait until the hydro is gone, but afterwards maybe I can sail a little bit north, you know, slowly deploy a smoke screen behind me, maybe get some torps off at those guys. Or maybe
problem solved, sir.
Just smoke up and pew pew if I can get far enough away. Basically the Riga has left, so the biggest threat to me, or to my smoke screen, is away. So that means after this hydro is gone I could just go a little bit north, possibly smoke up and engage those ships. Well, of course I would need spotting. Then for now, I'm in this awkward spot. I mean, I'm detecting them, and Viper can shoot them, and I don't think they can shoot back, so there is some positive coming from all of this. Now, my Hydra won't be running for that much longer, and the Yoshino basically used Hydra Fuse against afterwards, so his Hydra should also be soon gone. And, well, again, once this happens, I will try to sneak away in the north, and then hopefully get something done with a smoke screen. Of course, unless the enemy decides to push here. It looks like the Yoshino coming forward here. Like, my Hydra... Yeah, he's going forward. So my Hydra is running out. Now, he knows that my Hydro was running out because his own Hydro timer and he Hydroed basically at the same time. So nobody has Hydro anymore, which in a way makes this push questionable, I guess. He's slowing down. I only used one torp launcher because I expected him kind of to slow down. Now we are proximity spotting each other. Smoke will be of no use here. So I need these islands. I think those islands are just the right height to protect me here until they are coming around with torpedoes, so I need to time those torpedoes exactly right. And again, can the Iowa stop in a way that he's safe from torpedoes but get his guns over these islands? That would be really devastating. I can't move forward here, that would be basically death. Now I need to... Look at this, the guns are almost in a way to shoot me, but he's also almost in a position to get torp. And is he going to fire his guns here? This could have gone horribly wrong, but I mean, it still can go horribly wrong. So now comes the Yoshino. Now one of the problems here is, remember, Minotaur has a flat rear. Most ships have a round behind, I suppose, yeah. And that hurt. And, you know, we were just taking one more there. And this is not just in the space camera, right? Minotaur doesn't have an angled, how is it properly called? Stern? So, basically, you're not bouncing anything. There is no armor there, right? Anyone can just penetrate you from behind. So, you know, I guess I was lucky to get away with this. Anyway, I'm now spotted by the Sao. I'm going to deploy my smoke and I'm turning away, so basically... Yeah, I'm still alive here. And I'm detected again. So I wanted to have my smoke screen between me and the Sao.
Smoke screen set.
Which which worked quite nicely. Now the Amalfi spotting me again almost got me sunk, but I managed to disappear into smoke. Now they're still blind shooting my smoke. So I'll try to reverse there a little bit. They are unfortunately doing very well with blind shooting. On the other hand, I'm doing very well with shooting this Amalfi, so maybe we can get the Amalfi here. He's showing a lot of broadside for whatever reason. Now I'm down to 1000 hit points, which is... And there you go. Finally got the citadels. Now they're still blind shooting me. Am I going to survive? Well, I guess I had luck on my side there. Oh boy. So I've got the heal again, so we've got a little bit of a safety margin once more. And overall this is a pretty close battle. So right now we have one more ship and slightly more points. They have 3 cap circles, but we are contesting 2 of them, so that's fine. The Sir Louis just got deleted. And we've got the Alaska sailing into the D cap, so points-wise we should be pretty fine, and yeah, we have one more ship now. Of course, there are quite a few lower health ships around on both sides probably, which means the number of ships could flip quite quickly. Now we have a Brindisi showing broadside, and some nice damage going into... no, well, was some nice damage going into Brindisi. Now he's deployed his smoke screen though, and disappears. Now speaking of smoke screens, my smoke screen is almost gone, which means I gotta decide what to do next. Now I wanna go towards the B cap, right? The way to secure this victory is probably with securing the points. If we can't flip B, I mean currently we are negating all of their point income. If we could flip B, that would be lovely. It doesn't look like they're pushing A right now, so I wanna help our forces over there. Also, I'm obviously on very low health, and I'm a very squishy Minotaur, so I can't afford to get spotted right now. Shooting this Bismarck would be lovely right here, but I gotta wait until my smoke's ready again. The problem is, you know, my smoke's almost ready, but the Bismarck is also moving forward, so I could... I can't really shoot this Bismarck here currently, so I need to find a better spot. Now, the most positive thing is the Riga is very far away, so there is currently no radar threat to me, which means I can smoke up anywhere here I want, and I should be fine. Now we've lost the Prince Eugen. I'm never sure how to pronounce that name, despite myself being a speaker. Anyway. So the Bismarck's coming around here, and this means I'm going to probably smoke up here. We are going to see. I'm hoping that... well, I mean, this Bismarck is going very slow. If he just drifts around here and then sits here, that would be ideal. He's probably not doing me this favor. Oh, and it looks like I briefly spotted the Sao coming around here. That probably means torps, so I gotta be careful about that. And we can start shooting a Bismarck. I immediately pop Hydro. I mean, this Sao is so going to torp my smoke screen here. The question, of course, is what's the Sao doing? Is the Sao going to rush me? Is he coming like this in order to engage the Bismarck and engage me? Is he just going to sit behind the B camp? It's a very good question, and there is no answer. Now currently the Bismarck is the closest to me at 8.2, but my concealment is like 9 point something, 9.2 or so, I think. Outside of the smoke screen, which means the Sao could be close enough to spot me when I leave here, which is a bit of an issue. There are torps coming in. No, the Sao is far enough away, it looks like. Oh yeah, my concealment is 9.1 by the way. So anyway, briefly get spotted by the Bismarck, but I should be fine once I'm against behind those islands again. And it looks like, yeah, good job our Bismarck. So enemy Bismarck is down. And that means both teams have 3 ships left. We have a slight lead, but our Bismarck is still burning, and I'm afraid he might not have a damage con ready. This Sao is also coming around here to engage our... yeah, our Bismarck is down. So now we are slightly behind, only slightly, but still, we are also 1 ship behind. And I'm barely floating at this point, which is also an issue. I can't really engage a pretty healthy Sao unless he surges into my torpedoes. So how are we going to do this? It looks like the Sao is leaving the B camp. We can win by two ways, right? By both surviving and sinking an enemy. Or we can just contest the B camp, right? If we stop the points gain for a little bit, then we can overtake them. There's only 3 minutes left. Of course, you'll have the problem of survival there. Now, Viper here, also the way he's approaching, he has a choice. He could be going into the B camp and trying to flip this by points. The problem is we might have to sink ships too, and he wants to just keep shooting. Like if he... Oh, damn, there's the sound. The Riga is on very low health, right? So, Viper is definitely trying to sink this Riga, and I'm having some Sao problems. Now, I've got troops going this way because I knew the Sao was in that general direction, but other troops going to hit. Looks like the Sao is currently reloading, and wait, why is guns not pointing my way? Why are his guns not pointing my way? What are you doing?
Torpedoes direct front.
Now it looks like I can dodge those torpedoes quite nicely, and is he finally considering shooting me? What just that? Oh! Okay. So I survived this and I sank the Sao, and I could be turning left now, which would probably be a good choice. I could potentially shoot here, right? Or would I be detected? I now think I'm behind this island, like... So my plan basically is sit behind this island and survive. All I have to do is survive and we're going to win. So I had the chance to turn away here probably, and honestly might have been the smarter choice. The Riga has 12-kilometer radar. I think I could have made the turn in time before I got close enough to radar me. But right now I'm staking everything on me surviving behind this island. And this island isn't very high. I also have almost there's the radar, as expected. And the Riga shouldn't have shots at me, but the Brindisi might. Right. So, will the Brindisi be able to sink me here? Almost to a heal, almost. There is the heal, I'm healing up. I'm no longer detected. And there are shared... Yeah. Well... Shit. So, now... it all depends on Viper. The enemy is dropping into concealment though. Oh no, the Riga is still shooting. So he has 30 seconds to shoot this Riga. He could try to... No, it's too late to block the cap, isn't it? I mean, he can try. It's only 20-something seconds. He kind of needs to sink the Riga at this point. The problem is there is shell travel time involved, so he will get one more salvo off, probably. And, well, he's going to eat a torp. He should survive that one torp. It's 8 seconds. Oh, the Riga is healing. And is in concealment. And I somehow fucked this up. Well, and that brings us to the results. And damn, this was a close one. And I think I would have won if we just... I could have just turned away, you know? Instead of going behind the island, I think there was just enough time to turn away and disappear into the sunset, sail towards victory. But no, I decided to place all my trust into that island, and the island just betrayed me. Or, well, she just wasn't high enough, I guess. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I'll see you guys next time.